So if you're able to, grab a drink, grab wine, grab water, grab tea, gin and tonic, champagne, whatever it is, let's chill and chit chat. Hello my beautiful people, welcome to today's video. If it is your first time here, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Khanyi Msomi and I do videos on motherhood, lifestyle, wellness, beauty, and a bit of fitness as well. So if that's anything that interests you, please do join my beautiful family by simply pressing the subscribe button that you see right here, and you'll be able to subscribe to my channel immediately. And to all my subbies that are coming back for yet another video, thank you so much. You know I love and appreciate every single one of you. What I am doing today, as the title suggests, is I'm going to be going through 29 lessons that I have learned in 29 years. I'm doing this because I'm turning 29 in the next couple of days, and I thought it would be nice to just share my little life lessons or things that I've learned along the way in my 29 years of life, and hopefully you guys find that valuable. Hopefully you notice some things that you agree with as well, or some things that you can adapt to your own life as well. So before I make this intro is super long like I usually do, let's get right into the video. I am having a glass of wine as well, so if you're able to, grab a drink, grab wine, grab water, grab tea, gin and tonic, champagne, whatever it is, let's chill and chit chat. I have a list on my phone, so if you do see me looking down, it's because I'm reading off a list. And the first thing that I have learned is that love is the answer to everything. Now I know that sounds very cliche, but I truly believe that the fabric of our entire existence lies on love. It lies on loving one another, it lies on loving ourselves, and more importantly, it lies on loving God. So one of God's, or two of God's greatest commandments is to love the Lord with all your heart, with all your mind, and with all your soul, and love thy neighbor as you love yourself. That's the reason why I say that love is the answer to everything. I think as soon as you love yourself, you are able to love each and every single person that you come across. It becomes a lot easier to love other people when you love yourself. It becomes a lot easier to love yourself and other people when you love God. It's just in our nature, it's just in the fabric of our existence. Lesson number 2 is treat everyone with kindness and respect. I try to live by this by all means, guys, and nothing irks me as much as seeing someone mistreat another person or disrespect another person because they feel like they're in a higher level or higher ranking, or they are better than someone else. You're not better than anyone else, so you treat everyone with kindness, you treat everyone with respect. And if we can all just practice that, imagine how beautiful and how peaceful the world will be, because then everyone will just get along, everyone will be happy if we just all treat each other with some kindness and with some respect. And because you don't know what someone else is going through, just treat them with respect. You never know, you might be saving their lives for that day, you might be changing something that's really difficult that they're going through simply by showing an act of kindness or being respectful. Lesson number 3 is your past does not define you. Now this sort of ties in with a lot of the next point that I'm going to make, which is every experience has a lesson and never miss the lesson. So that is lesson number 4. So with lesson number 3 and 4, I think they one and the same, because I truly don't believe that your past defines you, but at the same time your past shapes you, because every experience and every mistake that you make has a lesson to it. You know, it happens to help you grow, to help you change, to help you better yourself, and to help you learn a lesson out of that mistake. But at the same time, your past does not define who you are. If you were someone else that wasn't necessarily a good person, but you have changed your life, you know, you've changed everything around, and you are no longer that person that you were before, that does not define who you are today. I really hope I'm making sense. But yeah, so your past does not define you. And lesson number 4 is every experience has a lesson, and you should never miss that lesson, because then the same experience, or you'll keep on making the same mistake. So the same experience will just keep occurring until you learn the lesson. So, number 5, what you focus on expands. Now this draws to the law of attraction, or the law of manifestation, and I've actually done a video on manifestation through scripting. If you haven't seen that as yet, you can just click, I'll leave the link up here, so you can just click on that video when you're done watching this one. You can just click on that video and you can watch my how to manifest through scripting video. But basically, what you think expands just means that whatever you focus on, it gets bigger and bigger, and it ends up becoming your reality. So it's very important to just keep your thoughts, keep your mind as positive as possible. Now I know we're all human, we all have that rain of negative thoughts at times, but I think it's very important to notice when it's happening and acknowledge that it is happening, and then change what it is that you're thinking about, change how you're feeling about whatever situation is making you feel negative at that point in time, and then that will help you attract more positive things, positive energy into your life. If you're always thinking about how bad things are, how terrible things are, then those terrible things, those bad things are just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they'll just keep popping up, they'll just keep happening in your life. So try to make sure that you're always keeping your thoughts positive, you're always keeping things that you say to yourself and things that you say to other people positive, and literally everything around you will just start changing, will just start being positive. Lesson number 6 is trust your intuition. Yo guys, I've learned this the hard way. There've been so many times where I've had a gut feeling about something and I ignore it, and the same thing that I had a feeling about happens. You know that thing where they say Murphy's law, whatever that can go wrong goes wrong. It's because you had an intuition about it, but you chose not to listen to it. Always trusting your intuition. It's never wrong, and it will never lead you to a wrong place. I feel like intuition is the voice of God, and it's the voice of your heart as well. And if you listen to that in everything that you do, I honestly don't believe anything wrong will ever happen from that. Your intuition guides you, your intuition leads you to the right direction, so listen to it. Lesson number 7 is forgiveness is the first step to healing. Now again, I've also learned this the hard way. Forgiving people that have hurt you is a really difficult thing to do, but once you do it, it relieves so much a burden from you as the person. So when you forgive someone, you're not doing it for the person that you're forgiving, you're doing it for yourself, because you are lifting all of this dead weight that you are carrying around. You're lifting all of this bitterness or grudge that you are carrying around. You're lifting it off, and you're giving yourself a freedom to feel light again, freedom to feel love again, and that benefits you more than it does the person that has wronged you. Lesson number 8 is God's timing is the only perfect timing. Guys, trust me, if you just wait on God, if you just wait on His promise, you'll never stress about literally anything. And there's so much peace in living life like that, because I feel like most of the time we focus so much on what society expects us to be doing at a certain time in our lives that we miss the fact that God has a plan for each and every single one of us, and God's plan for each and every single one of us can never be the same. It's not the same. So the timing won't be the same. The sequence won't be the same. So God's timing is the best timing. I've learned that because, you know, when something happens and you don't understand why that thing is happening in that particular moment, but then years down the line you're like, oh damn, God, that's what you were doing. Now it makes sense. I know you guys have had those moments before, so that just reminds me that God's timing is perfect timing. Don't question it, don't worry about it, don't doubt it. Just practice your faith and know that God has a plan for you. Lesson number 9 is the Bible has all the answers. Whatever tough situation that I am going through, when I do remember, I'll refer to the Bible and the answers are right there. So the Bible has the answers to everything. Open it. You can use these apps on your phone. The 2 apps that I use for my Bible reading is one's called Holy Bible and another one is called Pray. So there's a whole lot of different apps out there that can help you with Bible reading. They can help you with Bible studies, and yeah, even Google whatever questions you may have. If you want to know, is this particular thing in the Bible, is that in the Bible, you can simply Google it, search it, and you'll find an answer to that. But the Bible has an answer for everything, literally everything. Lesson number 10, I love this one. Prayer is your magic wand. Like, guys, I've had so many moments where with like literally the smallest, silliest things ever, and I'll pray about them and the problem just gets solved. Like silly, very, very, very silly things. I'll give you guys an example. We use prepaid electricity, so I forgot to reload it on time and it ended up running out, depleting basically. So when we tried to recharge it again, the machine just wouldn't allow us to, and that apparently happens if you wait until it runs out completely. I don't know, that sounds dodgy to me with that machine, but you need to basically reload it before it depletes completely. So for hours, hubby and I are trying to, you know, reload this electricity and it just doesn't load. So I end up calling our maintenance guys. They refer me to Eskom and I'm just like, oh, I won't get any assistance. Eskom, it's locked down. Are they even like, yeah. So anyway, I call them and they say they'll send someone down in a couple of hours. Now this is nighttime. Those of you that don't know, I have a 1-year-old. So imagine just being in the house, no electricity with a 1-year-old at night. Very, very stressful. So I come to this room. Actually, this is also a prayer room for me. This is where I do most of my praying, my meditating. So I come up here and I just pray, and I just pray a simple prayer like, God, please help me. I made a mistake. I was supposed to reload this thing on time. I didn't, and now there's no electricity, and we need electricity. So please just help me out. When I go back downstairs, I'm gonna try it one more time, and please let it work. Guys, I kid you not. I typed in the voucher again, and boom, electricity came back. So that's just a silly example of the fact that prayer is a magic wand. Like, I use it for everything. Whenever I feel like I am stuck, I don't know whether I must move left, right, forward, back, I don't know what to do, all I do is just pray. In that moment, pray. You can even do it in your heart. It still counts. Just pray, and I promise you, it solves everything. It's worked for me, and it will definitely work for you as well. Lesson number 11 is change begins with thought. If you want something to change in your life, it all begins in your mind. It all begins in unlearning whatever it is that you have learned your entire life that you are trying to change. So it all begins in the mind. It all begins with a thought, and that's the only way you can begin the process of changing. Is number one, realizing that I need to change. Number two, realizing what I need to change. And number three, how I'm gonna change it. And that all takes place in the mind. Number 12 is start. Okay, I don't like the way I wrote this. I wrote start hustling from an early age, but hustling can be, I don't know, to some people they can take that in a bad way, but start working from an early age, guys. Now, I know my audience is a bit of, I know most of you guys are probably like 25 and older, but for anyone who's younger that's watching this video right now, my suggestion, my advice, what I've learned and what has helped me a lot is start working from an early age. It teaches you a lot of discipline. It teaches you a lot of how to do certain things. It trains your mind to basically think and operate in a certain way, and when you start it from an early age, by the time you're ready to work, you already sort of know how the working environment works, and it's a lot easier for you. I started working, my first job was back in high school. I was a waitress at Mug and Bean, but I didn't do this for long. I think I did it for like 2 weeks. But the fact that I had the willpower to actually go and find a job at that age, I think I was like maybe grade 11, grade 10, 11, and it was a holiday job. Ever since then, I was literally just hustling my way through life. Hustling, I mean working my way through life. Varsity, I did a lot of promos. I did promos throughout my 3 years in varsity, and then after varsity it was a lot easier to get a job because I had experience. I'm gonna say experience because it's promos, but I had experience. Companies were more willing to give me a job because I had worked previously. So start working from an early age, as soon as possible. It's great. Number 13, don't give anyone the power to define you. This is something that I've come to realize very recently. I realized that my entire life I was basically giving people the power to tell me who I am, and I realized, what is the point in that? Like, I should know who I am, and I should be the one to tell people who I am. And then when someone picks up on certain qualities or characters that I have, then it's okay to be like, yes, you're right actually, or no, you're wrong actually, because you should never give anyone else the power to define who you are. That power lies with you, that power lies with God, and it doesn't lie with anyone else. Take time if you needed to get to know yourself. That's something that I'm still learning to do even at my old age. Never let anyone define who you are. Never give anyone the power of defining who you are. Lesson number 14 is there's so much power in written words. There is so much power in writing down things, and especially writing down things that you are able to see in front of you quite regularly, because that trains your mind to work towards it, and then you're able to see when you're derailing from your goals or things that you want to achieve. If you want to achieve anything, start by writing it down. Lesson number 16 is always begin with a grateful heart. So I believe that before I ask for anything from God, I begin with thanking him for life, thanking him for all the opportunities he's given me, thanking him for blessings, thanking him for my family, thanking him, and then I am able to ask, because I think if you don't have gratitude, or you're not grateful for the things that you have, whether they're small or big, then you don't have room for anything else. Because if you're awarded that thing, then you won't realize that you're awarded that thing, because you fail to be grateful for all the things that you already have. So number 17 is you deserve the best. Pray for it and work hard for it. I strongly believe that each and every single one of us deserves the best life we can ever possibly imagine, and God already has that in place for us. He's already got that plan for us. He says, I've got plans to prosper you and not to harm you. So we all deserve we all deserve a great life, and all we have to do to tap into that is pray, I believe, and just work very hard towards it, and it shall be. Lesson number 18 is we are all the same. We are all God's children. I want to refer to Jeremiah 1 verse 5, which says, I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I set you apart, and I appointed you as my prophet to the nations. Now, this scripture doesn't refer to just me or just you. It refers to each and every single one of us, all of God's children. He knew us. He had a plan for us before we were even formed in our mother's womb. And that should tell us that we are all equal. We are all equal in the eyes of God, and we should also see each other the way God sees us, that we are equal. We are all the same. I don't care how much you earn. I don't care what house you stay in. I don't care how many private jets you have. I don't care how famous you are. I don't care how many Instagram followers you have. I honestly do not give a rat's ass. We are all the same. We are all equal. We are all God's children, and we all need to just treat each other with love and respect, like I said a few points back. And that's just, for me, that's the key to life. It's, if you can live life like that, you're honestly living the best life, I personally think. So lesson number 19 is your future is in your own hands. I know a lot of people, I've encountered a lot of people that do a lot of the blame game. So if things don't turn out a particular way in their life, if maybe they had a very difficult childhood, they'll blame how their life has turned out on their parents, or whatever doesn't go right in their lives, they'll blame another person. But at the end of the day, your life is in your own hands, and only you can save you. Okay, no one else is here to save you. Lesson number 20 is have quiet time with God. This is very, very, very important to me. I don't do it every day. I just follow my heart. If my heart is guiding me at that particular moment to go and just be still with God, have quiet time, then that's exactly what I do. It's very important to just have quiet time with God. And you don't have quiet time to ask for things. No, you have quiet time to, yes, pray, to praise Him, but to also just be quiet and listen to His voice, because that's the only way you'll hear it. That's the only way you'll hear His direction, is if you just have quiet time with Him, with no distractions, no funny business. It's just you and God, and you can literally do whatever your spirit tells you to do. Lesson number 21 is it's okay to be vulnerable. That one's very straightforward. It's okay to be vulnerable. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be a softie. It's okay to cry when you want to cry. It's okay to be emotional when you want to be emotional. It's fine. Lesson number 22 is pray for a spirit of discernment from an early age. This is another one that I've learned the hard way. Like, for a very long time in my life, I didn't have that, that judge of character of other people. I'm just very nice. I'm very open. I'm an open book to literally everyone. So that has led me to get my fingers burnt a few times before, simply because I didn't have the spirit of discernment. I didn't have the spirit of knowing when someone's character is off, knowing if someone's energy is just I didn't have that. So that's something that I'm working on right now. It's something that I am praying about right now. So learn to pray to have a spirit of discernment from a very young age, so you don't have to go through all the bull crap that people can bring to you. Number 23 is enjoy your 20s, guys. Oh my gosh, if you're in your early 20s, girl, enjoy them. Boy, enjoy them. Have fun till you feel like you're high, right? But be safe. I'm not saying be irresponsible, no. Have fun, have very safe fun, enjoy your life, do things that make you happy. Do more of those things that make you happy, and discover yourself, learn what you like, what you don't like. And the only way you'll learn what you like and don't like is if you do stuff. Then you'll know, okay, that's not for me, that's for me. So that's what your 20s are for. It's for discovering yourself. Who am I? What do I like? That's why I feel like it's only now, when I'm reaching the end of my 20s, where I feel like it's only now I'm getting to know who Khanyi is. Number 24 is it's okay to change your mind. This applies to anything, and it's straightforward. It's okay to change your mind. If you feel a certain way today, it's okay to say, okay, I don't feel like that anymore. It's fine. Do follow your heart. Do what your heart says you must do. If you are studying something, or you're working somewhere and you feel like this just isn't for me anymore, and you have a plan for what you think is for you, do it. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change career paths. It's okay to change studies. so long as you have a plan and so long as you are following your heart. Lesson number 25. We're almost done, guys. Lesson number 25 is follow your heart. So that also draws in with it's okay to change your mind. Just follow your heart. It will never mislead you. Number 26 is knowledge is power. This one's also very straightforward. Knowledge is power. So education is very important, guys, because that's literally the tool, the weapon. It's the weapon of mass destruction. Learn things, whether it's going to varsity, whether it's from high school, whether it's from taking a short course online, whether it's from reading books, whether it's whatever it is. Knowledge is power. Feed yourself with as much knowledge as possible, because that will make you very, very powerful one day. Lesson number 27 is whatever you fear holds the greatest reward. I promise you guys, whatever you fear, do it. Do it, because that's the one thing that has the greatest reward. That's the one thing that will give you so much fulfillment, because it's like, oh my gosh, I feared this and I did it, and I don't know what I was fearing. Never entertain fear. It's not a spirit that comes from God. It's the devil. So never entertain it. That's how the devil gets to you. That's how the devil steals your shine from you. That's how he steals your dreams from you. That's how he steals your destiny from you. It's from fear, because the devil plays with your mind. And if your mind is weak, he will attack your mind. So whatever you fear, don't entertain it. If you fear it, do it. You must do it. And watch, it will give you the greatest reward. Lesson number 28 is mistakes are good teachers. This also draws back to every experience has a lesson. So don't be too hard on yourself with your mistakes. Just know that there's a lesson that you're meant to learn. Figure out what that lesson is and learn it. So that's all you can do from mistakes. Mistakes help you grow. Mistakes position you for change. Mistakes position you for being better and doing better. All you need to do is just know that, okay, I made a mistake, and what did I do wrong that I don't do again the next time. Then the last one, drum roll. Live in the moment. We all don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Like, I mean, look what happened this year. Like, at the beginning of the year, we were all doing the right thing by saying, yeah, this is my year, you know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. We're making plans, you know, I'm gonna catch flights, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be on islands, and then what happened? COVID-19 was like, hey. And now we can't travel, we can't do all those things we plan to do. So live in the moment, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So it's very vital, very important that you enjoy the moment that you're in right now to the fullest, because you don't know, you don't even know if it's going to be your last, you know. So yeah, those are my 29 lessons that I've learned in 29 years. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and well done for sticking through this long. I know this video is super long, but I hope it was worth it, and thank you so much for staying till the end. And please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. And thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you've learned a thing or two, and if there's anything that you agree with, anything that you want to add on, whatever comments that you have, leave them down below. Show me some love as per usual, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye.